Look at all those instruments, all this recording gear, little sound booth in there, all this stuff. And hello, this is not a video on that, which, hey, maybe I should do a video on that. But I did want to sit down and just kind of talk really quickly about, let's see if I can get the camera to go up here. And there it is. Just talk briefly about the last 16 weeks of training. It's probably been roughly that amount of time since I've made a video. On my Coros app, I'm kind of looking through it here. The last 12 weeks when this video airs. 12 weeks, 12 of the last 16 weeks have been above or right at 40 miles a week, which is obviously low in the grand scheme of things, especially for elite or competitive runners. But that's a little step above what I was doing prior to that, and so I feel good about that. And it's been exciting to kind of see just actually being more consistently in the 40s. I even hit a 50-mile week, not last week, but the week before. So that was nice. That was my first 50-mile week since 2019. So that was kind of a big achievement for me there. And then the other 4 weeks, I guess, that were not in the 40s, I had kind of a little bit of a foot thing for like 3 weeks. And I played it really, really safe, and so I spent a lot of those weeks kind of cross-training and biking and that kind of thing. I probably didn't need to completely... I didn't take it completely off, but I didn't do a whole lot of running. I think I had some like 20-ish mile week, 25 mile weeks. And I had 1 week where I only did 6 miles. All I did was like 1 or 2 runs. And the rest of the week I was just biking and just doing some strength training, that kind of thing. But I completely came out of that and felt great, and so that's not the greatest indication of how my training's been going. That's just a little tiny blip in the last 16 weeks. So that's been good. And kind of the goals kind of moving forward for me, I'm going to do a little Rust Buster in December, a little half marathon. Not expecting too much, because although I am increasing my volume, and I am increasing my intensity a little bit, I'm still running relatively low volume and low intensity. Typically, if you're running low volume and you want to run really well off of low volume, your intensity needs to be a little bit higher. And I'm kind of doing the opposite of that, mainly just to try to stay healthy. And again, my main goal is to just kind of progress as I go and not to push anything too early. Hopefully by March, though, I will be able to kind of have a bigger push and maybe attack an actual goal. So planning to do another half marathon maybe late February or early March time. And then maybe another race after that in April or something. But just kind of letting the body dictate what I do and that kind of thing. So that's kind of roughly the last 16 weeks for me. I have increased some of my sessions and things like that. Like last week was the biggest session I've done so far, and it wasn't anything insane, but it was 3 times 2 miles with about 2 minutes rest, jog in the middle, jog, walk, kind of rest in the middle. And I was averaging 5:43, 5:44 pace. Nothing crazy. It was on a route that wasn't pancake flat, but it wasn't crazy hilly. I mean, it definitely had some undulation. But yeah, that's kind of this last 16 weeks. I'm going to be doing more videos, but the reason why I haven't been doing a whole lot of videos is, as you can tell, I'm kind of in the middle of recording an album, and that's taken up a lot of my time. But I'm only halfway through that album, so I'm trying to balance it too. But I definitely want to start doing more videos, especially since the volume and intensity, and we're going to start racing soon. But yeah, so if you have any questions for me, please ask. I'm going to be doing more videos. If you have any ideas for videos you want me to do, I am a running coach. And if you're interested in doing, accomplishing a goal, anything from the 1 mile, even faster than 800, even maybe 800 to whatever, ultra marathon racing, just let me know. And also, I'll do a link to my website. It is hollistraining.com. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or interested in anything or any topics for me to talk about, please let me know. And hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are healthy. And see you next time.